Top 10 physical traits women look for in a man in 2020. Do you think you have what it takes physically to attract women in 2020? Keep watching to find out. Number 1. Facial hair. Facial hair on a man is a huge turn on for most women. Whether it's a full-grown beard or a little stubble, men who can rock this look not only look attractive, but carry a super sexy type of confidence. According to a survey done by a group of Australian researchers from the University of New South Wales, over 350 women said they preferred men with facial hair, and most of them also agreed that a bit of stubble was their favorite type of facial hair on a man. Other studies have proven that stubble seems to be the preferred choice for most women. Researchers found that women said they were more attracted to men with stubbly chins over men with clean-shaven faces and full beards. Women who participated in the research rated men with stubble as tough, mature, aggressive, dominant, masculine, and the best romantic partners. Dear men, make sure you have some facial hair. Women have said it all. Start growing yours as soon as you can, and maybe you'll be lucky to secure a date when you change your online profile picture. Number 2. A deep voice. A deep voice just screams sexy. Men with deep voices sometimes come off as intimidating, but that actually just makes them even more attractive. Men who have deep voices often appear as sensual, confident, and powerful. After a study done by a group of researchers at University College London, women perceived men who had a deeper voice as someone who was big and strong, and the women agreed that they find that extremely attractive. Deep male voices were judged as more attractive because they conveyed the idea that what the man had was physically larger, but what made them irresistible was the breathiness in the man's voice, which suggested the speaker had a low level of aggression despite his larger frame. Well, you can't buy a deep voice, but you can practice having a deep voice. Actors do it sometimes to nail specific roles. Just don't stress yourself if your voice isn't so deep. Manage what you have. Number 3. Height. Height does matter. There's just something about a man who towers over you that is just plain sexy. Women also believe there are benefits to being with a taller man, including wearing high heels, having someone to reach things we can't, and protection. As far as research is concerned, professors at Rice University and the University of Northern Texas conducted a study that found out of 1,000 Yahoo personal dating ads, nearly 50% of women said they preferred to date a man who's taller than them. Also, a group of researchers from the University of Utah completed a study that found that a woman's preference for taller men actually dates back to our caveman days. Back in the Stone Ages, a tall man was seen as someone who could protect others. The researchers believe that women still carry this same mentality today. Have you ever wondered why male basketball players get so much attention on and off the court? It's their height. It may be too late for you to start shooting hoops if you're already in your late 20s as a guy. Number 4. His eyes. You may have heard about the effects of a large, dilated pupil on attractiveness. When people are aroused, their pupils, the black circle at the center of the eye, becomes larger. This signal of arousal is found attractive, particularly to men, even when we don't consciously notice it. When a man stares at a woman, he may be thinking all sorts. Eyes are for gathering information. He might have initially found you attractive. He might also be trying to identify where he's seen you before. He might think you resemble someone he knows. Men with beautiful eyes like Chris Pine, Liam Hemsworth, and Zac Efron need no introduction. When you sight them, they just look so edible, especially during an interview on television. Even the female TV hosts can't hide their admiration sometimes. Men with lazy eyes are also considered to be found sexy by women, and they would totally go on a date with a guy if he has lazy eyes. So guys, which eyes do you think you have? Check in the mirror. Number 5. His smile or teeth. A survey conducted by the Daily Mail found out that the first thing single women noticed in men was not their hair or their shoes, although getting these things right definitely helps, but their teeth. It is very important to have nice teeth. Women think about it every time they consider kissing you. Straight, white teeth indicates good health and hygiene as well, which is seen as so much of a bonus that 2 in 5 Americans would not go on a second date with someone who had yellow or crooked teeth. Yikes. Learn how to floss, get yourself a decent electric toothbrush, find the right toothpaste and mouthwash, and for God's sake, visit a dentist and hygienist once every 6 months. Most women find a man's teeth distracting when talking to him if it's slightly crooked or stained. Now you know why women stare a lot when you're talking to them. They're not listening to you. It's your lips and teeth they're fixated on. Number 6. High cheekbones. High cheekbones add some carnivorous look to their owner, especially if he has a serious facial expression, and his head is tilted forward. This look tells a woman that this man is confident and strong. High cheekbones and a chiseled face are just one of the archetypes of aesthetic, same with men, with a chiseled jawline. Women considered men with such facial features to be a different kind of beautiful. High cheekbones are classified as being elegant. They're considered to be attractive because they're pretty rare. Many male models have high cheekbones. Benedict Cumberbatch, who plays Doctor Strange in the movie Avengers, is a perfect example of a man with high cheekbones who just captivates your senses once you see him on screen. He also has amazing eyes. I just had to point that out. Number 7. Veins. Veins on men's hands become visible after hard physical work. That's why they are associated with strength and stamina. Tensed arms look sexy to many women, also because veins add texture to a male body. Women are sneakily checking out your veins and imagining getting to trace them with their manicured fingernails because they are attractive. Veiny arms are appealing to ladies for one essential explanation: muscles. To get veiny arms, you, for the most part, must have a sound muscle to fat ratio level, a respectable measure of muscle, and by and large, a great well-being. Veiny arms indicate primal strength of a man. Strength indicates power, and it has universal appeal. Everyone likes strength and power. Number 8. His arms or hands. Women are detail-oriented. In an Ask Men poll, women said they loved a man's hands because it says a lot about him, like what he does for a living, as well as his devotion to grooming and maintenance. Bigger hands also relate to masculinity, though you probably knew that already. If you have large warm hands, this can be a turn-on because the woman will imagine those hands on her body. If you have muscular and calloused hands, it shows that you are a hard worker, which is also attractive. Strong arms signify a man's ability to protect a woman and, inadvertently, his ability to lift her up. Just be careful when lifting her. You don't want to strain your back and end up having back problems. The hair on his hands matters. The balance of smoothness and roughness of the skin matters. The fine outline of the veins matter. The shape and size of the hands matter. Number 9. His abs. In a not-so-surprising study, conducted by Western Illinois University, women rated abs as the sexiest muscle on a man's body, the Postgame.com reports. It makes sense, your abdominals are front and center, well, if you're not wearing clothes, so her eyes are inevitably drawn there, at first glance. There's no denying the fact that women love a flat, carved-out stomach on a guy. Whether she sees it on the beach, or in a more intimate setting, she will love seeing a zero-flab tummy, with a set of stacked abs. This part of a man can be even more amplified for sexiness if he works on the specific V-cut. This is the lower ab area that literally looks like a V, right above the groin. And to be fair, it's not that women are completely shallow. Men with a large amount of abdominal fat have lower levels of testosterone, which translates to a lower sex drive and fertility, according to Gordon Patzer's book Looks, Why They Matter More Than You Ever Imagined. A healthy body shows that he pays attention to the way he looks and doesn't have any unhealthy habits. So get those six-packs out, guys. Number 10. His tattoos. A survey has found that 2/3 of women are attracted to men who have tattoos. The research carried out by dating app Type found that 64% of women who stated a preference were looking to date men who have had some kind of permanent ink body art. If a tattoo is aesthetically pleasing and has a special meaning or significance to the person who has it, then yes. Most women like it. They'll be curious to know the idea behind getting the tattoo. Tattoos are always attractive, whether it's about making an attraction towards boys or girls. An astonishingly designed tattoo on the arm is always 10 times more attractive than the normal one. Leg tattoos look really cool with shorts, while full sleeves tattoos on the arms or hands create an impression on a woman when worn with an armless t-shirt or shirtless. And a bonus tip. Number 11. His hair. Why do you think most girls can't help themselves when former One Direction member Harry Styles flicks his hair with his fingers? It's just beautiful to watch and makes him very attractive. It's no secret that men like long hair on women, but did you realize that the same is true of women to men? Women love a guy with a full head of hair because it gives her something to grab onto. Although some women indeed prefer bald or shaved heads, it is a general rule that women like a man with good hair. If you have good hair, make sure it stays up to par with good hygiene habits and using hair products that are good for your hair rather than just cheap ones. A good hairstyle can completely pull your look together and give your overall style a major upgrade. And putting effort into your style will have a huge positive impact on your confidence. The right cut will make you more confident in your own appearance, which will radiate towards women when you're approaching and engaging with them.